Welcome to episode 5 of Novice to Nature. This week I'm going down to sunny Essex where I'll be doing a spotted night fishing with a really good friend of mine I've known for years, ever since I was a teenager. I want to get back out on the horse. I want to test my gear again. It's going to be lows of 0 degrees and highs of 3 degrees, so a little bit warmer than the failed attempt last weekend. But the good thing is I get to learn from my mistakes. You know, there's a few things that I did wrong, I think, on the first trip. I've bought a foil undersheet this time, which will just give me that extra thermal barrier between the ground and myself. We may not have a heavy ground frost like we did last time, so that should, give us half a chance. But I can't wait. I can't wait to get back out there again. This is all experience. This is all stuff ready for when I start getting out there. I'm earmarking around about the 28th of February for me to go out on my first hike, which may evolve into some wild solo camping. I will be booking a room somewhere local to wherever it is I'm going to be doing my hike, just on the basis that I may use it. But I like the idea of getting out there, and if the mood takes me, if the conditions are right, and if I think I'm in a good place and I think I've got everything I need, then who knows, maybe we pitch our tent for our very, very first wild solo camp. At the very least, be a good hike, get the drone out, get some good footage, vlog of the journey, and just see how it all goes. I've got a 65 litre Euro hike. It's a 65 litre Nepal is what make it is. And I've just started packing it. I've started putting stuff in, just started trying to get used to the logistics of everything. I've got some dry bags. I think that's what they're called. I've watched some really interesting videos from the Duke of Edinburgh, the people at the Duke of Edinburgh, some instructors, and they give some really good tips on, how you can pack your bag, which order to put things in based on, sleeping bag at the bottom, double bag in the sleeping bag, in rubble sacks, and all of that sort of stuff. The whole point of it is that you're keeping things dry and keeping things, the things that you're not going to need until the very end, i.e. your sleeping bag, will go to the bottom of your bag. Little things like that, little tips like that you wouldn't necessarily know until you either try it for yourself or you take advice from an expert, and that's my plan. So, expert to nature versus novice to nature. So the first opportunity I get to pack it properly, the way I want to pack it, I'll do a video on that so you can see what I've done, the way I can maximise the space. Little contentious issue about the drone at the moment, because the drone comes in a relatively kind of square, compact, little over-the-shoulder bag, but I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to get it into my rucksack. And I'll be interested to know if anybody else has packed a drone on a hike, what method they used, because although it's an over-the-shoulder bag, it's not necessarily a comfortable thing to be carrying when you're doing a long hike. It's not something that you strap to yourself. So maybe there's add-ons and bolt-ons to rucksacks and stuff like that. I'm sure there will be, that I can utilise to get the drone on there as well. The idea of sort of squashing it and packing it into the rucksack with everything else is not very appealing at this precise moment. There's a few more bits I need to get. Once I've got them, I can start working out what inner bags, what dry bags they're going to go in, and various bits and pieces, and start spacing them out appropriately, ready for my first hike, my first solo camp. So all good stuff, all experience, and I cannot wait for Saturday. By the magic of editing, Saturday is now.
Seems to be much less confusion. Looking behind is just the same as looking ahead.
I think that all the time
a man who has all the gear and all the ideas versus someone who don't. Now that is messy because I haven't set it up yet, just so you know. I've just got everything out of the motor and chucked it in there for now. We're gonna have some sandwiches and then I'll sort it all out. Well, here I am. All the gear's set up, sat by the lake. It's an amazing place. I mean, such a great place to be. Sat in nature, by a lake, there's running water in the background. Waiting for the old bait alarm to go off now. I'm not a fisherman, but absolutely fantastic. It's nice to get to this point, and I'm looking forward to this when I finally get out there. To get to that point when you're all set up, you're ready to go, especially if conditions are nice. I mean, it's obviously going to be cold tonight. Got my warm gear on. Hopefully that'll keep the wolves from the doors. But you imagine, nice mild evening, sun shining, surrounded by beautiful countryside or lakes or mountains or streams or rivers or whatever it is. Just soaking it all up and living in the moment. Why not?